Ladies and gentlemen, I am a flight attendant, and here is my story becoming a cabin crew. Whatever you desire, air hostess, Ai Sundari, passengers, I'm sorry, my customers, except one thing, air hostess, 1,60,000 gave up on cabin crew, completely shattered. As a rickshaw driver, बच्ची को ये course नहीं go, and I faced rejection. Grateful to her that hello, mic check. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome on board. Welcome to my channel. I'm Khushbu and I'm a flight attendant. And here is my story of becoming a cabin crew. So trust me, I've been getting a lot of DMs these days asking about, what are the tips of becoming a cabin crew, or I'm getting a lot of rejections, I'm planning to quit. So I just thought that I'll make a video on this so that communication is better over here, and any questions you have, you can always put a comment on my video, and I'll be more than happy to answer all of your questions here as well. In fact, I am sharing this story. There's a motto behind sharing this story, that whatever you desire, please do not quit very easily, because God will help you. If you kind of work hard towards achieving your goal, if you have that goal in your mind that you have to become a cabin crew, then you will definitely get assistance by God as well. That is what happened in my life too. Without wasting time, let's start. I just want to start with this motivation that when I was a kid, तभी एक टाइम था when I used to dream to become a cabin crew, और तभी लोग cabin crew से नहीं जानते थे. तभी बोला जाता था एयर हॉस्टेस, या फिर बोला जाता था हवाई सुंदरी. So that time I used to be around my people, my family members, my friends, my school friends, my college friends, and whenever a flight flew over, I used to say everyone, look, there goes my future. So I remember back in 2013, I used to work in a call center in Malad. And at that point of time, I used to be very enthusiastic, very exciting person. In fact, when I used to talk to my call center people, like my passengers, I'm sorry, my customers, हमारी आदत हो जाती है passengers बोल के, right? So at that time when I used to talk to my customers, I used to be very excited. In fact, I've got so many appreciations and lot of other things, and I used to be very happy because I have that expressive way of talking maybe, and lot of appreciation I've got. So I was very happy during those days. My colleagues started asking me that, do you want to see yourself in next 5 years? And I used to be blank, saying that I'm not sure. What am I planning to do? I have no plans for future, except one thing, that is to become an air hostess. So they were like, wow, I mean, it's a good choice to become an air hostess, and it's a booming aviation industry. Why don't you try? And you look beautiful, you have a height, you have a features. Everything was said by them, and unfortunately, I used to give them that sad, grumpy face look, saying that unfortunately I cannot. So I would tell everyone at that particular time that to enter a aviation field, you need to do a particular course. I cannot afford. Time I remember Frank Finn was offering a course, aviation course, that was costing around 1,60,000 rupees. And at that point of time, it was really difficult for me to afford that kind of amount, as I was not financially stable. Since it was a huge amount, I gave up on the idea of becoming a cabin crew. And I felt my dream was completely shattered. But to be honest, by God's grace, my parents, my father, my mother, they were very proud of me. I mean, my father is a rickshaw driver, and उन्होंने मुझे पढ़ाए लिखाए, और सारी चीज़ें इतनी अच्छे से, इतनी स्मूथली हुआ मेरी लाइफ में कि आई वॉज थिंकिंग कि आई एम ब्लेस्ड. और जब मैंने उन्हें कहा अबाउट द कोर्स अमाउंट, दे बिकेम वेरी सैड थिंकिंग दैट हम अपनी बच्ची को ये कोर्स नहीं करा पा रहे हैं ऐसे टाइप्स का। तो मुझे उनको फील नहीं करवाना था ज़्यादा, तो मैंने उनको बोला कि इट्स ओके, दिस इज़ नॉट माई ड्रीम, आई एम हैप्पी वर्किंग इन कॉल सेंटर। And then I started working in call center with having no choice at all. And while I was working, I remember one day I got a call from placement agency, because when you work in call center, your number gets circulated in a lot of placement to give you more opportunities for other call center companies. And at that point of time, I remember this agency, they had a tie-up with aviation industry as well, like SpiceJet, Indigo, Jet, a lot of other airlines. So he told me that there is a hiring going on for SpiceJet and Indigo. Would you want to try? He mentioned that I don't have a course. How can I give an interview? And that person said, what course are you talking about? You don't need any course except you should be HSC passed. And that was like sone pe suhaga for me, because obviously HSC passed, and that's when I started working in call center. I was so happy and excited, and I informed this to my childhood friend because we both wanted to try. So the moment I informed my friend, and we both were like, let's try now. There is no hindrance, no barrier of having a course. We both went for the interview, but unfortunately we got rejected, which was quite upsetting. However, we decided that rejection will only make us stronger. So we decided to try in every airline that's hiring. Then we heard a direct interview, like a walk-in interview for Kingfisher Airline, and that was the time where everybody had a dream of becoming a crew with Kingfisher Airline, as it was a booming airline that time. So we went there directly, and again we faced rejection. So my friend, she gave up thinking that this was not meant for her. But I was determined, and I focused on improving my grooming standards and a lot of other things like postures and all these things, because I was quite inexperienced in all these things. And after that, I again tried for Indigo, and I faced rejection. After that, I started thinking, what could be the reason for I'm not able to pass the interviews? So I kept on working on my grooming while I was continuing working in a call center. So I worked night shifts, and I used to go for an interview during day whenever it was required. Again, I got an information that Indigo is hiring, and this time my friend Pavitra, you must have seen in my previous videos, she was also quite interested in going in this aviation industry. So she also thought of joining me. So we both went for an interview that was in Malad placement, and luckily this time we both passed the interviews together. So in Indigo, there was a procedure that in first round, if you get through, for the further rounds, they call you in Delhi, and they will make sure that all expenses are from their side. So we got our tickets for the next day to Delhi, and everybody was excited. My parents were very happy कि बोलते ना उनको लगा कि मैंने खुद के दम से एक पड़ाव, एक स्टेप मैंने पास किया. And my friend Pavitra, she had a past experience in flights. मतलब उसने कभी ना कभी तो fly किया था past में. But for me it was the first time, and I'm really blessed and grateful to God and Indigo कि उन्होंने मुझे opportunity दिया. मैंने सोच लिया था उस वक्त कि मेरा अगर सिलेक्शन हो या ना हो, सेकेंड राउंड या थर्ड राउंड्स हो या ना हो, बट एटलीस्ट आई एम गेटिंग एन अपॉर्चुनिटी टू फ्लाई एज अ पैसेंजर. Me and my parents, they all had tears of joy thinking that because of Indigo, at least I'm getting an opportunity to sit and fly in an aircraft. Otherwise, back then, tickets used to be very expensive, unlike today's rates. This was back, I remember it was 2015. So imagine 2013 से 2015 तक I was just trying. I was trying and finally I was about to get success. वो भी मैं sure नहीं थी कि हो गया है या नहीं हुआ है. It's just that first step मैंने पार कर लिया था.